Good morning. So we're just going to jump right into what I have to get done before I start work this morning. So I am going to get my dinner ready. It has to go in the crock pot. First, I'm making some cream of mushroom condensed soup. So this is a keto version of the canned cream of mushroom soup that a lot of recipes call for. So I am in a saucepan. I am just melting some butter, adding in I think it was 3 diced mushrooms. So I just diced them up kind of finely. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a stir. Let the mushrooms cook down until they are super, super soft. And then we are adding in some Worcestershire sauce, however you say that, about 1/2 teaspoon. I will have this full recipe linked down below. So I may not tell you all the the measurements because I can't remember them all right this moment. Also, then I'm adding in some chicken bone broth next, and then adding in 1/2 cup of heavy cream. And I'm just going to go ahead and bring that to a boil before I add in the xanthan gum, which is going to thicken this up. So once it comes to a boil, go ahead and add in your xanthan gum. It's really important to make sure that any liquid that you're adding the xanthan gum to is hot. Otherwise, it will not dissolve very well. You never ever put it in cold water like you can with cornstarch and that. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a stir. Let it simmer a little bit, and you're going to end up like this. So you want to turn it down and let it simmer, and then it'll get nice and thick like this. Now, I forgot to add in my spices. So you want to add in some garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper, whatever spices you want. So I did end up adding those in. Now what I'm making is a Swiss steak in the crock pot. So I have here on the plate, I have some almond flour mixed with some coconut flour, and then some onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper. And then I just have these really thin sliced steaks that I'm going to coat in that flour mixture. And then once I have coated all the steaks in that flour mixture, I'm going to go ahead and put them into a skillet that has been heating up over there with a little bit of butter, mixture of butter and olive oil is what's in that pan. So I'm just going to give these a sear, just a nice sear on each side. You definitely don't want to cook these through, and since they're so thin, I just watched it until I got a good sear on them. And I'm going to go ahead and toss all of those into the crock pot. And then on top, I'm adding in the rest of my mushrooms. I'm just using cremini mushrooms. Use whatever mushrooms you'd like. And then I'm also going to add in some celery and some onion. And then next add on that condensed soup. See how thick that is? This definitely is a good substitute for this cream of mushroom soups. You can also do on the same recipe blog where I found this one, it has cream of onion and cream of celery. Cream of onion. Gosh, I'm tired. Cream of chicken and cream of celery. So I've used all of those, and they all work beautifully. And yeah, so this is kind of a game changer type thing. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and add in some beef broth on top of that as well. I think I did about 1 cup. Now, hindsight, I definitely probably should have mixed the beef broth and the condensed soup together. It would have been a little bit creamier. I'm going to set my crock pot to 9 hours on low, and then we'll see what it looks like at the end of the day. I broke my fast with a cup of coffee that has a little bit of heavy cream and some half and half. I make my coffee super strong today, so that's what I broke my fast with. And then I also had one of these Buff Bake Fuel Bars. Oh my gosh, you guys, these are so good. They have really good macros. I feel like they have good ingredients. So yeah, definitely highly recommend these. I've tried the cinnamon and the peanut butter chocolate one. Both of them amazing. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and start my lunch too. I promise at one point, you guys, I will come on and talk to you, but I want to get my lunch started as well. So I have some Italian sausage, and this is kind of like a spicy Italian sausage. Adding in 2 eggs to that, and then also adding in a cup of almond flour. I think it is a cup. Again, I will have the recipe linked down below. Also have a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan, and some coconut flour, and then also 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. So we are making keto sheet pan pizza. Also adding in 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese that I shredded myself. So once I had that all mixed together, I didn't show you that, but once I mixed the mixture all together, I went ahead and put this onto a sheet pan lined with parchment paper. It just makes it, could be really greasy and really messy. So you want to go ahead and just smooth all that out until it's all the way smoothed out, and also kind of make a little like edge around the top, so you kind of have a, like a crust of a pizza, kind of make an edge. That's what I did, is I went around and made an edge. And then this is going to go into a 375 degree oven for 12 minutes. Once that comes up, we'll put some toppings on it. Hey guys, happy Monday. So I have a new setup. Let me see if I can. So I set my desk up. I just set a little table we have up in the bedroom, and I'm gonna work from here. For one thing, I feel bad, like everybody having to tiptoe and be so quiet while I'm trying to work out there. And I mean, I'm okay with certain distractions, because you get distracted at work. But those are like office noises, the copy machine, the printer, people just chatting. But here you have dogs barking. Every time anybody walks in front of our house, one of my dogs barks, because people aren't allowed to walk in front of our house, just so you know, that kind of thing. And like I said, I just feel bad that, people are having to whisper and stuff, and yeah. So anyway, my husband moved a table back here for me and set up back here, and now I can close the door and I can get some work done, and then I don't feel like I'm distracting people. The only thing is I'll just be like at work. If I want to get water, I have to walk all the way in there to get some water, which is good. I get some exercises. Anyway, happy Monday. Hope you guys are all doing well. It is bright and sunny out today. I love it. Let's see, I've already showed you guys me getting me getting dinner ready for tonight. I have a new recipe that I'm trying out that I kind of adapted from a different recipe. So it's for Swiss steak in the crock pot. So you guys will see that in this video, but you already saw the first part of it, and you'll see when it gets all done and when it comes out. It smelled amazing when I was starting to get the first part of it ready. And then you saw my lunch that I'm making right now, which is the keto pizza. It's like a sausage crust. So you guys saw that already, and now here I am. I am trying my hand at intermittent fasting again. So this week is going to be intermittent fasting week. I am doing anywhere between 14 to 16 hours of fasting. It's funny, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but when I was fasting even before keto, when I was still on Weight Watchers and I was doing the fasting, and I did it for like 8 or 9 months straight, never had an issue. But I would get really lightheaded and get kind of like my blood sugar dropping when I would get really close to the 17 hour, because sometimes I would fast for 17, 18 hours before, and I would get, I would have these kind of like blood sugar crashes. And so when I asked my doctor about it, like what he felt about fasting, he is okay with it, but he really truly believes in that if you're starting to feel lightheaded or dizzy, then definitely eat something. Like he is really on the listen to your body type thing. So I love that. So he always suggested to aim for a 14 or 15 hour fast. 16, and then go longer if my body feels like it's okay to go longer. It's completely up to me, but he said listen to those cues from your body. So I just listen, that's what I do. So today I did like 15 and a half hours, and I broke my fast with some coffee with a little bit of heavy cream in there and some half and half, because I made my coffee way too strong. So I needed to definitely all the cream in there. I made, the blueberry bones, which thank you, Sarah. Sarah was so sweet. She's one of my subscribers. Say hi to her down there if you guys see her, Sarah P. She was so sweet to send me a gift card for bones, and because I mentioned that I wanted to get some more of the blueberry and order the big pack, and I did. I ordered the full size pack, and I am loving it. So thank you again, Sarah. You're very sweet. So that's what I had for my coffee this morning. I had 2 big cups of that. But what I drank this morning, so what I did yesterday is I prepped a big, huge, well, not really big, huge, it's like 2 quarts of a, sorry, I got an email, a 2-quart thing of iced green tea. So that's what I drank this morning, so I would have some caffeine in my body this morning, and it was really good. So I had that, and then I've been drinking my water, and then I had my coffee. So it is currently 12:30 right now. So I broke my fast at 10, I believe, which was, I stopped eating last night like at 5:30. It was super early because I had dinner early. So I broke my fast about, I think it was right at 10. I use the Zero app, if you guys want to know, for fasting. That's what I use. to track my fasts. Usually I could try to do it in my head, but sometimes I forget since it's never like right on the same every day. What else? Oh, so I picked this up off of Amazon. This is oat fiber. I am finding so many recipes for different baking mixes that uses oat fiber, so it really reminds me of the baking mixes that I'm finding really reminds me of like Bisquick. So I'm going to keep that in mind, and I'm going to test out some recipes over this week. And I think what I'm going to do is do a whole video with first showing what baking mix I ended up using, and then the recipes that I tried with it. So you won't see that for a little bit because I think I already have my meals planned for this week, but I think I'll do that for next week and just to film all those different recipes. But yeah, it's like the recipes I've been seeing. Oh, and one thing, so this was $9.99 on Amazon. This is a 1 pound bag. Now you can definitely find more cost-effective bags of these. Like they have 3 pound bags and 5 pound bags of different brands that definitely were cheaper, but I did not want to buy either a 3 pound bag or 5 pound. They're not cheaper than $9.99, or I definitely would have bought it, but it was more, you get more bang for your buck. So it was cheaper per ounce if you bought some of the 3 pound bags or 5 pound bags. But I did not want to have a huge thing of it and then have nothing to do with it. So most of the recipes I see call for a half a cup at the most, and some recipes only call for a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons in the different recipes that uses oat fiber. So I thought I would just start off with this, and this is big. So yeah. Another thing I am doing over this week, I decided that since I have so many snacks because of that keto crate, I have that. And then I also just been acquiring some, and some have been sent to me. And so I'm doing a whole video where I'm just trying all these different snacks throughout the day. And over the, several days, it's going to take me about a week to go through them all, I think. And then I'm going to let you guys go and just do like a mini mashup review of all of them in one video. So stay tuned for that too. I'm really excited about all these different videos I have coming out. So today also, Naseen, Aaron, and Ashley and I did a collab of products that we don't like, and that I'll link it up here in the eye and the sky. The crust is all done, so now I am just taking some tomato sauce that I spiced up with some onion powder, garlic powder, some Italian seasoning, and some salt and pepper. That's all I do to make my pizza sauce. I'm going to spread that all over the place here, and then we're going to add on some toppings. So the toppings I'm using is going to be some mozzarella cheese, and then also topping that with some salami, some Canadian bacon, and then also some prosciutto ham. And then topping that off with some green peppers and then some Colby Jack cheese, just to add a little bit more cheese to it. And this is going to go back into the oven for 25 minutes. Okay, had to leave to go grab my lunch. So my lunch is all done. So this is the, I think it's just called Keto Pan Pizza or something like that. But basically it just has a sausage crust. Well, you'll see it. You'll see everything that I put on there. So I'm having this for lunch. To drink, I am having... This is really good. This is one of the C4 zero sugars. This is the strawberry watermelon. So good. So I'm actually starving. It's 1:20 now, and I haven't had anything to eat since like 5:30 yesterday. So I'm definitely hungry. I'm gonna eat this and get back to work. So I will check in with you guys probably at dinner time. Okay, so I took the lid off, and the only thing is it's not very, doesn't have a lot of gravy. So I think I'm going to add some xanthan gum to make it a little bit thicker, so I have more of a gravy on there, and I think it'll be perfect. The soup just didn't quite, I think I should have mixed it with the beef broth, but the meat is super tender and it smells amazing. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this. Hey guys, so dinner was amazing. It definitely would have been much better over like cauliflower rice. Or no, I did over cauliflower rice, over like mashed cauliflower. I think that would have been amazing. So anyway, definitely a keeper recipe. I will link the recipe that I modified down below. It's super easy. But this video will be going up on Wednesday. I think I'm gonna skip a day. That way I have time to do the voiceovers and all of that. So you'll see this on Wednesday, but I will be filming, I think, every day this week, just to let you know how intermittent fasting is going. Today went really super well. I didn't drink enough water, though. I can tell like my lips are super dry, my mouth is really dry. Definitely have not drank enough water. So I do need to make a better goal of that tomorrow, drink more water. I did drink a bunch of tea though, and it was this green tea, unsweetened, everything. So I think that should count as water. Let me know down in the comment section, do you guys count everything as your liquids, or do you only count water when you try to drink more water, or do you count things like tea and coffee? Some people count both. Some people count anything they drink as their liquid. Some people match their caffeine with their drinks. So let me know. I'm curious what you guys do. Okay, so I'm going to sign off here. Check the description box for anything I may have mentioned in this video, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.